Hello everyone, we are back with another video reporting, and for today's reporting we will be discussing about implementation of the bilingual education policy. So without further ado, let's start kicking. Okay, so the Department Order number 53 series of 1987, also called as the 1987 Policy of Bilingual Education, it aims at the achievement of competence in both language, English and Filipino. The separate usage of Filipino English as the medium of instruction, or MOI, in different subject areas. Filipino language for social studies, social sciences, music, arts, physical education, home economics, practical arts, and character education. On the other hand, English language for science, mathematics, and technology subjects. English and Filipino as the MOI, or mode of instruction, starting from grade 1, and uses vernacular language where school is located as mode of instruction if necessary in the learning and teaching process. So that's the aim or the rules that under the 1987 policy of bilingual education. So, the implementation of the bilingual education falls into three categories. We have early childhood education, primary grades, and the Lingua Franca project on 1999 to 2003. So let's talk about early childhood education and implementing the bilingual education policy. So in application to this policy, according to a research, there's a preschooler who is a 5-year-old child who uses two official languages, which are Filipino and English, as their mode of instruction. The child already knew and developed his L1 or first language at home without formal instruction and just learn it by his family members. So, in a teacher's observation, the child predominantly used the local language, mostly for the non-Tagalog speakers would understand the instructions, or teachers would do the translation. And then children tend to answer the mixed language. So therefore, the child uses local language mostly in their daily conversation so that the non-Tagalog speakers, the non-native speakers would understand not just the teacher but also his or her co-learners. So next, in the implementation in primary or on primary grades. So in the implementation of the bilingual policy in grade 1 to 3, the use of the media of instruction is in Filipino language, which includes the subject civics and culture, or civica at kultura, geography or geografiya, history o kasaysayan, civics or civica. On grades 4 to grade 6, we have makabayan, which includes character education, home economics, livelihood education, character education, music, arts, and PE, and home economics and livelihood education o edukasyong pangtahanan at pangkabuhayan. So we have English and Filipino as mode of instruction. In grades 1 to 3, we have both language for mathematics, and grades 3 to 4, we have both language for science, and grades 1 to 6, we have the English language. So, in the primary grades, the observation of teacher includes the teacher believed to the idea of promoting oneness as to the usage of Filipino language. Well, the child learned fast and easier and enjoyed the Filipino literature. English learning was supported by both teachers and learners. We have introducing of radio, print media, and television in the view of the both language, and then reading materials are more in English language, but children have not fully mastered the macro and micro skills fully. So that's the observation upon the implementation of bilingual policy in the primary grades. So let's proceed to the Lingua Franca project on 1999 to 2003. So, this Lingua Franca project, or the DEX Memorandum Number 144 series of 1999, schools were selected about the language that should be used. It could be optional, the Ilocano, the Tagalog, and the Cebuano language. So, observations. It showed that the children who learned to read and write in their first language, or L1, before acquiring the L2 or second language are not L2 learners. L2 or second language is used in reading and in developing child's confidence and it provides a smooth learning of first language to second language. So according to the study of Basic Education Reform Agenda, or BESRA, in 2005, it is observed that Filipino children speakers could demonstrate word reading of Filipino to English, and they have the ability to transfer it. But it lacks linguistic competence, compromised English language performance because of creation in sentence comprehension. So, that's the Lingua Franca project and the observation of the teachers upon implementing it. So, overall, with the implementation of the bilingual education policy, well, the current language education policy, with this policy, Filipino learners contain better chances to be proficient in the language. However, mother tongue should be enriched in preschool or grade 2. In connection to that, the approach would allow Filipino learners to preserve culture and nationality, as well as the promotion of multilingualism within the country and the outside. So, for me, well, the policy would enhance not just my communication skills, but also to preserve my patriotism as to I myself would use the Filipino language, and that what makes us Filipinos to be called as Filipino, because that's our landmark, our mark as a Filipino. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you learned something, and I hope this is beneficial to the both learners and teachers. Good day and God bless.